Miss Queen coming in. Actually waiting for 11 o'clock. Waiting on the other people to arrive. I'm not sure if they're arriving or not. I just let them know 11 o'clock, and so we could discuss what was going down as far as motivational productions and some other things. So just stand by. It's pretty cool on a beach, huh?
This world doesn't need a hero. It needs a professional.
Pretty cool hangout. Let's see. The waters of Venice. Building the bricks. I think I like the beach. Let's see. It's 10:58. And we are here to talk about motivational productions. Let's give it up for MPWC. I wish I was laying back on the beach right now. I just thought this was a really cool background. So let me see. I might need some lighting here. See how that does. It might reflect a little bit better. Let's bring it up here. Yeah, widen it out there. Okay. And I am here tonight to talk about Motivational Productions Worldwide Corporation and what is getting ready to go on concerning the press release. So it's 10:59, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hang out here for like 3 minutes before I get started so that I can make the announcement. And for everybody that missed it, of course, you can go on the my webpage and check it out. Hold on a second. So it is 11:03, and we're back to talk about the press release for Motivational Productions. And I want to say hello for those of you who are here and are not here. And I just basically wanted to make a minor announcement, and I'm going to read it. And like I said, for those of you who couldn't make it, I'm going to make sure this is recorded, and I'm going to stick it on the LinkedIn and the Facebook and the Twitter, all of those. So I want to say good evening, everyone. For those of you who are on the air with me, good evening and welcome. And I want to start off by saying Motivational Productions Worldwide Corporation, also known as MPWC, is pleased to announce the press release coming up in the month of June. It will be official. MPWC, also known as Motivational Productions Worldwide Corporation, will be made known to the public with a global press release. Now, in the month of July, MPWC will have a kickoff party with an introduction of the global yet hostile takeover that we will be doing with all industries of entertainment. Now, our motto is to motivate people by the masses. And of course, we are here to lead and show leadership in all areas of the industry that us and our partners enterprise in. Now, this corporation is an umbrella, so to speak, a tree with, of course, many branches, one that grows and sustains the roots to grow strong and towering, of course, to succeed for hundreds of years to come. Now, our board of directors has been established. They are the Infinite League of Seven. Yes, our board directors have a name. They are the Infinite League of Seven. MPWC will be on a talent search to find the 144,000 who will take leadership and serve people in wisdom with different projects coming forth and areas we need to zone. Now, even though there will be many different departments, we will still operate, of course, as one team to bring about this global empire that is due to be put in place. We are here for the people, communities, and all who have unique gifts, talents, and a destiny to fulfill. Our organization will provide outstanding, top-of-the-line services from the industry of music to the gift of fashion, and further down the road, television, radio, and so on. We will strive to cultivate the highest possible level of client achievement through our passionate motivation and masterpiece presentation in every client, concert, show, magazine, and project that, of course, we participate in. Now, our vision is to be the best corporation globally, a bridge who helps people walk across and motivates on a mass scale. Whether it is our customers, investors, or communities, we strive to be the best in delivery, and on the path with global entertainment. Our vision will be considered extraordinary. Our goals are set high, and we plan to double what we do. You will not have to sell out or sacrifice a family member, as they would say, but you will be expected to put your best foot forward in whatever it is that you strive to do in this organization. Though I was given the vision to do this, our people will not be employees. They will indeed be partners. The people chosen to help build and grow this are our first priority, because excelling starts from the inside and blooms out. We are starting to search for talent, all kinds, and we are receiving data to collect to reach out to these individuals in the allotted time who are gifted in the area they would like to be in. You can also send your information and what it is you would like to do. The following email address. You can send it to talent@mpwcworld.com. That's talent, TALENT, at M as in Mary, P as in Paul, W as in what, C as in child, world.com. So that's talent@mpwcworld.com. And what we prefer is that you send your name, phone number, email address, and the best time that you can be reached, along with a short bio about what it is you would like to do and why you have the passion for it. No matter what it is, if you're gifted, hey, you got to go for it. So if you're not sure, you can go to our career website and look at the open opportunities we have. It's at http:// motivational worldwide corporation.yola site. Again, that is http:// motivational worldwide corporation.yolasite.com. Now, please be advised, we do not want you to, there is a contact form on there and there's a mailing list, but we do advise, we don't want you to fill out the contact form or the mailing list. We just want you to use this page as a guide that we have set up as a reference for what you may want to do. Now, I know some of you are thinking to yourselves, well, there is a dream, there is a destiny, and I would like to go forth in what I want to do, but I don't have a degree, or I'm not really experienced in the field to be really well known at all. Well, here in MPWC, we believe that books and the internet have a lucrative amount of information that will help assist and train you for the preparations you need to help to get you ready. And of course, we'll have some trainers, we'll have some books and pamphlets, papers sent to you to get you ready. If it's something you would like to do and you know you want it, send us your information and start getting to it. Get at it, just get at it. And that way you can go forth in your destiny. Now, see, I do want to put this out there. See, if you have a definite purpose, you have to reach the decision that this is something you want to do and make the decision quickly and firmly. Successful people make decisions quickly as soon as all the facts are available and change their mind very slowly. If ever they change their mind, successful people. Unsuccessful people make decisions very slowly, if ever. Unsuccessful people make decisions and they change their mind very often, and they're never able to make up their minds. So only 2 out of 100 people are ever able to make up their minds what it is they want in life. The reason is they cannot make a decision. And I know that sounds crazy, but it is the truth. Look it up. So everyone knowing what it is you want will help you in making all your decisions. And of course, because you can always judge whether or not a situation it will contribute to the overall picture of what you hold for your life plan. So, it comes a point you say, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to change this, I want to change that. Let's switch up backgrounds here. Hold on a second. I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to change this, I want to change that. Well, you've got to lay down the bricks for the foundation for your wall to build your great big castle and tower to do what it is that you want to do. And so, like I said, you can send your name, phone number, email address, and the best time you could be reached, along with a short bio, to talent@M as in Mary, P as in Paul, W as in world, C as in child, world, WORLD.com. So that's talent@mpcworld.com. And if you're not for sure about what it is you want to do, you go to Motivational Production Worldwide Corporation.yolasite.com. And of course, on that site, we have the careers and the career description of what we're looking for and what we need for the organization. And so on to the next. Motivational Productions Worldwide Corporation is pleased to announce that we have completed our list and filled all the seats for the board of directors. And you'll never believe that the board of directors have a name, and they're called the Infinite League of Seven. So are you ready? Hold on. And let's give a big hand to our first board of director that was chosen back 2 years ago. Miss April Rios. She is the director of board and the head of marketing division. Her opportunities and responsibilities will be overseeing promotional activities and marketing for sales, along with community activities. So for the first board of director of the board of directors, let's welcome Ms. April Rios. Okay, and the second one on the board is Miss Karen Hicks. She is the director of the board of directors, and she is the vice president of public relations. Her involvement will be with the media of all sorts, press, etc., newspapers, and membership programs, and that's a little bit about what her position does. And so let's give a big hand clap for Miss Karen Hicks. Our third board of director is going to be Miss Alexis Streeter. She's a board of director of the board, and CFO of a new branch that we're trying out because we're trying to do something different. We're trying to get away from religion, but we're trying to, in that department, we're trying to teach like walking a path. And it's called the Innovative Gospel Department. She will oversee the concerts, conferences, and all the awards to be arranged, and what should truly be called walking the path. So let's give it up for the director of the board of directors, CFO, Miss Alexis Streeter. And the next one is Miss Shava Aminta. I know everybody knows her. She gives out a lot of knowledge. She is also the director of the board of directors. She is also the founder and president of Real Talk. She will be running her department in that talk show. She's going to put out a lot of wisdom and knowledge. She's more like an advisor to the board. Lots of wisdom there. So let's give it up to Miss Shava Aminta. Our next one is Miss Sherry Miller. Miss Sherry Miller is the director of the board. She will be an advisor to the board and also a vice president of venues. So she will have a lot of input in a lot of the venues that we put forth. That's one of her specialties. She does that. And I can't wait till everybody else gets to meet Miss Sherry Miller. She's had a lot going on with her mom, but she is most definitely with the board in the Infinite League of Seven. So let's give it up for Miss Sherry Miller. The next one is our youngest member of the board. She's going to represent, basically, she is, let me tell you her name first, is Hakuchmu Basu Rain, aka Mizuki. She's our youngest director of the board and also president of the newly created, still in its infant stage, Anti-Bullying Club. We have a lot of work to do on that. She's going to be the president and overseer of that, along with ambassadors in different states. That's sort of her thing she got going on. And Hakuchumu Basu Rain, aka Mizuki's Anti-Bullying Club. Let's give a big hand clap for our youngest board of directors, director of the board. And then last but least, myself, recently married, Dr. Erica L. Fisher, board of director. My duties, of course, will be to assist in all needed areas of departments and are appointing partners to assist in departments, pretty much to bridge, serving, making sure everything is right for everyone. This is going to be a really big deal, and we're really excited about this because this is something that, I mean, it's going to be a change, life-changing, and I'll go more into that as I go forth. So hey, let's give a big hand clap for me, because hey, the board is the Infinite League of Seven is very important, along with the 144,000. So let's give it up for the Infinite League of Seven, the Board of Directors of Motivational Production Worldwide Corporation. Thank you very much. So this is MPC's press release concerning the organization board of directors. Of course, we will all be assuming our post officially on August the 1st, 2015. Thank you for listening concerning that. And don't forget, let me put up here. That might be backwards. Talent at mpwcworld.com. Send your name, phone number, email address, the best time to call, and a short bio about yourself. Now, let's go on let me take you on a trip here. I want to give you some views and ideas so you can be like, well, what is this and who is this? Let's talk about what this is really all about and what's going on, you know, because I also stated that I was going to make an announcement. It was going to be a brain dinger, like for the brain. So let's talk about how we can make a difference. You know, the big thing is faith without works is dead. Of course, faith without works is dead. And so in order to make a difference, everybody talks about this is bad and they wish ill stuff. And I really want you to think about this. Bad things go on all the time, of course. So we have the internet now, which the internet brings everybody closer together. It could be that these things were already going on, but because we have the internet and people are able to communicate, show their cell phones, whatever it is that they use, you know, now everybody's able to see what's going on everywhere. And it's like, okay. And, you know, everybody's like, oh, the time is coming and this is going on, but this has been going on. And I do want to say that the earth has been here for a very long time. We're not going anywhere. The earth has been here for millions of years. They proved it. We're not going anywhere. If anything, the ways of people will evolve, and that's what happened. You know, it's time for us to rebuild communities, rebuild schools. We need to get religion out of the way. I think that is a big barrier with a lot of people. Now, don't get me wrong. At Motivational Productions Worldwide Corporation, we embrace everyone. I don't care. You could be a Buddhist, you could be a Christian, you could be a Hebrew Israelite, as long as you ain't talking about hurting nobody, okay? Or anything of the sort. But what it's going to come down to is everybody's going to have to get together, relate, and make a plan and help build to make it better. Even with our schools, we're going to have to get over the whole race thing. You know, you have people, they talk about, you know, the Esau or, you know, that black dude or that Chinese dude or that Mexican or whatever. But what it comes down to is we need to understand that under the vise of the great creator, the great I am, God, Yahweh, Allah, whatever the name is that you have for the infinite intelligence, because the infinite intelligence is the one that created all this and is everywhere. Everybody got to get over that, and it's time for us to come together to make a change. I mean, because if everybody followed the one law, there is one specific law that could solve all problems. And that one law is love thy neighbor. Love thy neighbor. Because, you know, the question was asked, what's the greatest commandment? Yeah, love thy neighbor. If everybody loved thy neighbor and did good by thy neighbor, you know, we wouldn't have no hunger. there'd be no murder, no rape, no crime. None of this crazy stuff was going on. And, you know, you hear, and then I hate to say this, but then egos take over. You know, egos like, you know, if you ain't serving who I serve, and if you don't come to my church, if you're not in my sect, if you're not this and you're not that and you're not doing this or that, you know, it's a crying shame how society has set up all these barriers to keep people apart. And I think that they still don't get it with the whole Tower of Babel thing. Like, if people got together, they could build like as far as they wanted to go. But because they refuse to understand, or they have a hard time hearing each other, now everybody, you know, is scattered, and is going to continue to be that way until we evolve. You can't wait on government. You need to build in a community. The government sets the laws and everything, but it's up to us to make everything work in the community. Coming together, you know, having neighborhood watch. I'm not talking about the neighborhood watch program, but where, you know, people in the community get together and say, hey, if you see this, or see that, hey, are you okay? Those type of things. You know, Martin Luther King said it best when he said, there will come a time when man will be judged by the content of his character. I want to say something to everybody, and everybody's not going to receive this, okay? Right now, the devil is not doing anything. All right, I will say that again. Right now, the devil is not doing anything. All this crazy stuff that you see going on, this is people acting out of their own spirits, or what they've let their flesh or mind or ego even evolve into. And it's pretty scary because, well, not scary. Scary is not the word I want to use. It's pretty interesting because people are doing this mess. Now they got to blame it on somebody. You know, so they say the devil or those spirits, but you know, it's a really complex thing. It's like, okay, no, everybody, the watchers, the angels, everybody's sitting back watching, and people are acting out, and they're doing what it is that they're doing, and they're trying to blame somebody, but we have the power, people. And I'm going to revert back to, I'm going to use Christ as an example. Christ said, and you too can do greater things than these. Ding! You can do greater things than these. So what was Christ trying to say? You could do greater things than these? Let's think about it. Do greater things than these. What did that exactly mean? You say, do greater things than these. Well, could it have meant that maybe we have the capabilities of doing awesome stuff? Yes, there is so much we could do, people. And I'm going to tell you all something. I want to set something straight for the record. Some of you need to stop speaking some of that stuff that you're speaking into your family's lives, especially the hateful ones. I'm talking to you hateful ones. I love you, but the hateful ones, you know who you are. The hateful ones who say, and the wrath of God is going to beat them and kill them. You hateful ones that because somebody does not believe or follow the same way that you follow, you're wishing bad stuff. How evil is that? I really want you to think about that. Now ask me, is that good? Or is that sort of? And then, you know, other people who get drawn into these type of this religious sect type stuff. You know, just because your family, and I'm talking to somebody right now, just because your family does not believe the same as you believe, even if you're with that man and he's telling you, you know, hey, you don't, you know, if you love your family, if you love the Most High, like you say you love the Most High, you don't need to shun your family away. You know, your family loves you. Your family may not see the way that you see. I mean, really, does it make it right? Like, if, like, your name is Mary and Jane, Tom, and Pope, they eat pork, and you say, you know, I cannot talk to them because they eat pork and I'm this, and or if somebody say, well, she, or let's talk about the other religion. Oh, she's not saved. I can't. No, 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 no. Love thy neighbor. When you let your light shine, regardless of what you believe in, if you're trying to help a person go on the right side of the path without trying to tell them what to do, because let me elaborate something to everyone, and I want to elaborate this loud and clear. It's time, loud and clear. We are in the kingdom of freedom. Now, you have to ask yourself, like, what is the kingdom of freedom? What does she mean when she says the kingdom of freedom? Well, the kingdom of freedom is where you got the choice to come to this great atmosphere and live life. No matter what decision you make, the whole point of the decision is to make it back to the source. So you be held accountable for what you do. But all the other extra rigmarole where they say, you know, oh, you did. No, the whole thing is just doing the right thing and being true to thine own self. That's what it comes down to. It really does. And I mean, that's just the take on it. You know, I'm pretty sure it's some people that's like ready to just like tear a new one or put a noose up in the tree, you know, because, you know, that's how religion has always operated. You got the, you know. So what are some other things I wanted to talk about? Corporations. You know, I'm not knocking no particular corporation, but I will say this. Everybody talks about change. Well, if you see somebody trying to do their own business, and I'm not referring to me, I'm referring to the sisters that might do the knitting or sell the household soaps made out of the good perfumes and oils, or the brother that cuts that yard, or that has the vegetable stand. You know, help your local community rebuild. Give them help them build up. You know, put the money back in the community. It works out. Trust me, it does. These are some of the things that we need to start working on as a people. When I say as a people, I don't mean black, white, Christian, Hebrew, Israelite, Buddhist. I'm not talking about none of that. I'm talking about mankind, the whole circle of it all, the whole circle. And I mean, that's what it really comes about. So we had to stop griping, stop complaining, stop judging, stop waiting on the government, stop gossiping, and make a change with communities, schools doing the right thing. ARC, act of random kindness. I got that off a movie. But I'm just saying, act of random kindness. Just doing the right thing. And I want to put this out there for the brothers. This is no beliefs of the company. This is just me talking, rambling off here, getting ready to wind this up. I know that you all know that a balance is coming. And no matter how you all try to hide it, it's not going to be hidden for long. And it's going to be some people come out, and I'm going to tell you why. At one point in time, there was a balance in the land. And there wasn't all these wars, and all this hunger, and all this testosterone jumping around here. It was a balance, but then they got mad and they started lynching the women, calling them witches because they were doing herbal healings with the land, that the plants that got put down here to help heal people. And the ones that were doing the lynching, they were the witches. Okay, they was the one doing that mess. But I'm not judging anybody, but I'm saying that a balance is coming back. The balance is coming back. And, embrace it. Don't look at it like, I'm a man. That is an ego. In the Bible, here, I'm about to give you some half-truths they've been putting out there. They say, the head of man is woman. But what that actually meant, that the woman has the same mind as a man. And so we need to stop that whole tyranny thing. It's time for us to come together. Everybody get in a position. Sometimes she might be smarter than that guy, and she may need to play that position. And until we evolve in that, I don't know what to say. But I am going to say that maybe you need to think about it, because it's coming, whether you want to accept it or not. So it was a pleasure speaking with you all today, doing the pre-press release for MPWC, and for letting you all know about the Infinite League of Seven, the board of directors, and just giving a little bit of my input about universally about a lot of things, and and no thoughts of the company but of my own. But I know at Motivational Productions Worldwide Corporation, our motto is to motivate the people by the masses. No judgment, doing nothing but putting our best foot forward and doing what is right and rebuilding. It's the people's corporation. And hope to hear from you, some of you talented people out there. And it was a pleasure speaking with you all, and y'all have a great night.